Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Okay, I'll try that. Today, we're doing a technique that is not new. I didn't invent it. I've seen it tons of times, and be honest, I've never made a card out of it. I've never truly tried it in its true form. So we're getting out those acrylic blocks, and we're going to try stamping with acrylic blocks to make a background. And then I thought, I'm just going to take it one step further and make a stamp on it and see how it looks as a card front, because I've never made a card front doing this technique. I can't even get credit where credit is due because there are so many videos out there. There's so many techniques out there, and I've seen people use this. So again, not new. I'm trying it for the first time, and I want you to see how easy this is. This is a great technique for new beginner card makers as well. If you're going to invest in a stamping tool like a Misty or an Altenew stamping wheel, that's a must. It wouldn't hurt to invest in some stamping blocks for some of those little stamps that you're going to need them for. I will show you the ridiculous tray here of stamping blocks that I have in different sizes that I don't even use near maybe two of these regularly with little stamps. So we're going to give this a try. I'm going to see if we can make a card front out of this. Before I head down and try this, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Would love to have you follow me here on YouTube and Instagram. I have card hops, I have live videos, I have designer team videos, you name it. Would love to have you part of my community here on Manly Made Minute on YouTube. And then if you like this video, don't forget to give the thumbs up. That greatly helps me as well. Let's give this easy peasy one a try, because I can guarantee you it's probably going to look pretty cool. All right. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need stamping blocks. Again, like I said, ridiculous amount of stamping blocks, right? I'm going to see if I can use this one to see if I get the shape out of it as well, because I think that'd be really super cool. But a good square one, round one would actually be really cool to get that round shape out of there. Or even just like these little ones would be cool. And then just do like different colors all over. I'm going to try doing ombre. I'm going to try to use this shape to see if I can get that shape to pop out of this. I'm going to just wipe this down really quick with some alcohol. I want to make sure it's good and clean on the stamping side, just because there's stuff stuck to it, and I don't want those little dots as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to do Serenade, little lilac-y purple, blend that out into pink, and all you need to do is just tap this on your acrylic block. And then we're going to wet this just a little bit. We're going to spray it to get this to move and just meld a little bit and give it some texture as we lay this down. So you're going to mist this with water. You're not going to, we're not going to saturate this. We're just going to mist until I get some good movement off of that ink. Okay, and then we're just going to take and lay this down. See if I can center that. And then give it a little press. And get that ink to come off of that block. Probably could have misted this a little bit more to get this to meld just a tiny bit. Okay, lift this straight up. Not bad. It's different. But you know what? I want to try this one more time. We're going to just grab another sheet of paper. Okay. Do this one more time. I like the fact that this looks good. I like the texture of that. I want more watercolor feel. And I'm not editing this out for a reason, because again, honestly, first time trying this, and I think it's good to see it's not going to come out perfect every time for me. And I want you guys to see this in real time of how this is coming out. I'm going to go just a little deeper pink. And then I'm going to wet this down more. I think what I want is I really want this wet down enough so that my colors blend. And I feel like once I set this down, it should wiggle on me a little bit. So I'm going to wet this down pretty good. And I can, look at that. You can see that moving. That's what I think I want. Now I'm going to try to flip this like so. I'm okay with those drops actually, because I can probably splatter this at the end. That's what in my head, I thought was going to happen. I had to wet that pretty good, and I'm pushing that to get that corner melted in there. Looks like I'm going to hold my shape. Oh, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. That is cool. That is cool. All right, let's dry this. And I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to stamp an image on this and see how this looks as a card front. I will dry, and we'll be back. Three, 2, 1. All right, I have this dried. Crazy happy with this. 2 dots, I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to stress over it. I have an idea. So let me show you. I originally wanted to do this little charming bouquet stamp set is what I'd picked out. And I thought it'd be cool to have a little spray on here somehow. Now I could turn this and try to get those little flowers covering that little spray and do it this way. I think that would work. I'm just going to switch and go a little bigger floral and have the spray come up around those pieces somehow. Like so. That actually smaller one actually might work now that I hold this up. Like I could do this and kind of cover that up. And I actually still might, I actually feel like this one still might work. Because I can get that in there and a little spray there, a little sentiment around that side. Or this. I think either one will work. I'm going to do this. I like how this goes off the edge a little bit more. I'm just going to go this way to kind of get the stamp over that. And that way it blends out those 2 little dots for me. So let's just put this in. I like the pink, purple, browns and things. So we're gonna go brown to stamp this down with. And I just want to place this so that I catch the florals on those dots. Like so, I think. Stem goes over that piece. Flower over that piece. I get around the edge and off the edge. I'm going to go up just a little bit, go off that edge. Pick that up. And let's hope this icing on the cake works. It's a little dry, so I might have to stamp this a couple times to get a nice image. And I'm going a little bit more than the actual technique because I thought this technique to me, if this worked, which I'm happy with how this worked, so I thought it would be fun just to do a silhouette kind of panel to show you full effect of this. I knew the technique would work, right? I just had never done it. And then I thought I want to do a full panel to see how this looks to me. This one again, beginner card maker, easy peasy. Like so easy to do this as a beginner card maker. Again, acrylic block, a stamp, ink. That's all you need. Minimal supplies. As a seasoned card maker, how easy is this to make in bulk? So easy. Make a whole bunch of your backgrounds, dry them, then just go through and all you're going to do is stamp, 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 and be done. And I love this color combo. I am so happy with this. I think this needs one more thing we're not going to do today though. Some splatter. I can't help but put splatter on this. A little gold splatter, a little brown splatter, maybe a little more pink splatter to blend this. You can even do a little bit of black, but because of this brown, I'd keep it in that tone anyway. Let me show you up close. I love this technique. Easy card to make, and I love the look. This look to me, I absolutely love. So, there you have another technique. One that I'm trying for the very first time. I've seen it a ton of times, just I've never tried it with my ridiculous amount of acrylic blocks that don't get the love that they actually need and deserve, right? So go ahead, give this one a try. Focus. There you go. Easy peasy. Thank you all so much for hanging with me. Appreciate you all. Don't forget to give that thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you then.